writers, I have loved reading about your future letters to yourself as well as your interviews with your family members. I hope giving you guys writing prompts and ideas has helped you with your journals. Mrs. Johnson and I certainly thought so. We thought it'd be fun to give you another one today, but this time it's focused on how to writing. Now, we know you guys have been doing a lot of really cool and fun things and activities at home, such as making crafts, playing games, building things, baking, cooking. So we thought it'd be fun if this week, or for today, we did a how-to entry. So let's talk about what that could look like. So when you do how-to writing, you are telling somebody how to make something or do something. So think of right now something in your mind that you're really good at making or really good at doing and could teach somebody else to do. So think about that. Once you've thought of it, then you think of all the things you need and how to do it and how you would explain it to somebody who has no clue how to do it. So that includes telling people about the materials you need, the steps it takes. Maybe you need to include images, provide helpful tips. And how-to writing is a type of nonfiction writing because you're telling and teaching somebody how to do something. So think about all you know about nonfiction text features and you can add them in, such as labels or keywords. Maybe you need to bold words or include diagrams. Once you have done all of these things and talked about how to do or make something, and you included the materials, the steps, the images, tips, text features, then you read it over once more and revise and see how can you make it clear. And then to make sure your writing is as clear as it could be, ask someone to do your how-to and see if they can follow the steps. Because then if they can and are able to do it successfully, you know you wrote a good how-to piece. So let me show you an example of my how-to writing. So I did mine on how to make 3-ingredient cookies. So I thought for mine, it would be fun to hook in the reader a little bit by adding a little description before I dove right into exactly what to do. Just kind of like when you read a cookbook or when you read a recipe online, they usually tell a little bit about what you're going to make you excited to make it. So, do you love warm, gooey cookies? Do you love when things are easy? If your answer was yes to either of these questions, you must make these delicious, simple cookies. I've been baking these cookies a lot during quarantine because they are so easy. My friend, Mrs. Johnson, gave me the recipe. I will teach you how to make them too. So I included some different text features here. I included a box listing the ingredients. So the ingredients you need are 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Then in another text box, I included the directions and the steps of how to make it. So preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Mix all the ingredients together. On a baking sheet, put spoonfuls of the batter into shapes of a round cookie, and then bake for 9 to 10 minutes. And then I thought it'd be helpful to include some tips. So I said use white sugar instead of brown sugar. I just personally like the way it tastes better. Add in chocolate chips for an extra chocolatey blast of flavor. And also line your baking sheet with parchment paper to avoid sticking. And then I included a photo of the cookies. And of course, photos need text boxes or captions, photo captions. So I said, you know your cookies are done when they are golden brown, just like in my photo. So that is my how-to piece of writing. Do you see, writers, how I talked about how to make or do something? I included materials, steps, images, helpful tips. I included some text features. And before I got ready to publish this for you guys, I revised it. I read it over a few times to make sure everything was clear. And then I asked Mike to see if he could make it and make sure everything was clear. And he said it was, and it was ready to go. All right, writers. So today, your job is under your Wednesday, April 29th, write a journal entry about how to make or do something using the information provided in this video. All right. I'm so excited to see what you guys write because I am looking for new things to make and do. Alrighty, off you go, writers.